Today I want to give everyone kind of like an inside the mind behind the process of choosing our new teammates for the CSGO roster. As most of you will probably know, we had the addition of Som, Andorid, and Fugly. The process was kind of began with, I wanted to think about who all of these players are as people. I think that's a very important factor because I think that'll tell me how they're going to be as teammates. Are they going to be able to give and also be able to receive feedback? Are they going to be able to assess, okay, like this is wrong, you know, but also kind of just like collecting data, not really taking like shots from people, you know, and kind of like biting back, just being a good teammate, good human overall. Kind of think that's like the recipe to building one of the best CSGO teams, especially as of like now. So I kind of want to kick it off just talking about Som a little bit. He's a 17-year-old kid. He streams, plays a lot of FPL. That's kind of like what he's used to. This is his first real team. I thought that he would be a fantastic addition to the team just because he's, I'd say, one of the biggest prospects just coming out of North America right now. Also a very skilled individual. He's very happy. He's always like laughing and just enjoying himself. He adds a new spark to the roster. You know, whenever you get that young gun that's like so excited to play Counter-Strike and just be a part of a team and just be there for the experience, it just adds a spark to everyone, and just everyone just enjoys it more, and there's more laughter, and he's kind of like a hype man too, so he likes to yell and scream, which is awesome. So I think Som is going to be an incredible player, and my idea for him is to be able to give him the space to grow into the player that I think he can be. And I kind of want him to be able to see that for himself over time. It'll be very important that he's not restricted to like a hardcore entry fragger role. I want him to be very free-flowing and kind of just learn things along the way very easily. It's all just going to be like a flowing river. I'm very, very optimistic towards Som. I think he's going to become an incredible part of the team. Next up is Andorid. He recently was part of Complexity. They made a top 8 major run in the Face It event in London. He kind of surprised me because I figured he'd be a little bit more inexperienced in some ways, but he's really shocked me in a way that he shows he can be a lot more vocal than I thought he would be. So I think Brad is going to be a great addition to the team. He's extremely skilled, great teammate, extremely receptive to feedback. He's already fitting in super well, and we have a lot of laughs with him, and we kind of make fun of his Canadian accent sometimes. The final addition to the team is Fugly. I thought that he would be an important piece to the team because of all the experience that he carries. The way I like to phrase it is like have 3 pillars of experience, which would be like myself, Fugly, and JDM, because I want to give Andorid and Som the space to grow and become into the players that I know that they can be, so I always want them to feel comfortable. And I already think that Fugly is fulfilling that role perfectly. He's been on like a surplus of amount of top NA rosters over the years, so he carries tons and tons of experience, and he's showing it already just in the first 5 days of the team. Extremely promising, super happy to have him. So I think he'll be an important factor in helping me kind of lead games as well, especially on the T side. It's very nice having him in other areas of the map that I won't be in because he can kind of like control those areas and how we take map control and what's the next decision, what's the next move. He can really help out with that, and also with suggestions and things like that. He's already been super, super helpful in that, which I love. So one of our goals for JDM is to help him become one of the most consistent operators in CSGO. We think that he has the talent and the mindset, all the capabilities to be able to achieve that. It's our job to kind of help shape his direction and make sure that he feels comfortable, make sure that he feels impactful, because it is very important, you know, the op role just in general in CSGO. The more impactful that you can help that opper be, probably the easier games are gonna go. That's kind of just how it works. So I think JDM, being the great teammate that he is, very, very promising, super happy to have him part of the team as always. He and I was somebody that we were two that worked very closely together on our past iterations of this roster so far. So he's a great friend of mine, and I think we work really well together. He's very receptive towards feedback. I'm very receptive now as a leader to what he's saying to me and how he can develop as a player. So I'm very, very excited to continue to work with him and also have that relationship built with Zach, our coach, especially with our new guys involved. So something I want to do differently compared to when I was a part of Renegades is have a much more close-knit relationship with the coach. Our coach, Ely, I think he's a really good coach, and I think he's extremely supportive and helpful in many more ways than I could have imagined before when I was not leading the team. I kind of want to build more of a united front with him and be able to organize and lead practices, make sure that we're managing our time extremely well, making sure that we're always addressing our team properly. We're going to make sure that we improve day by day and that all of these things that we talk about are enforced every single day. It's important to be the best teammate that you can be and also the best player that you can be. Yeah, and I just want to give a final shout out with tons of appreciation towards our analyst, Tailored. He does a lot of work for us when it comes to like vetoes and just studying other teams and just making sure that we understand and we're aware of the tendencies and maybe like weak spots of the other team and stuff like that. So he's very, very useful there, works very, very hard. So if you get the chance, please go follow him on Twitter @Tailored. He's very, very useful asset to the team, and I appreciate the kind of work that he puts in. Our team as a whole has been very, very promising so far. We just played the DreamHack Masters Dallas qualifier over the weekend. We went through the open bracket. You know, we didn't lose, of course. We took down Ghost, and then we took down Complexity after that. And then we lost out to Denial. But all long series, and one reason why I'm very, very appreciative to have played such a match setting so early on is because it really gave me like a baseline as to like, okay, you know, how are we going to be able to compete in match setting? And thankfully, you know, there isn't much of a difference. Our practice so far has been very, very healthy, and also all of our matches in those tournament games were very, very healthy and fun. So I'm very happy with how that went, and I think we progressed faster than most other NA rosters that have kind of come together. The only thing that I can say is like, give us a few weeks, you know, a couple months, put the team together a little bit more, get more of a playbook, build some more chemistry together, we're going to be in extreme danger, especially to the NA scene. Like, I think we'll be able to jump up top 2 very quickly. That's all about our new roster. Thank you guys for watching.